all protein initially comes from plants. I want you to think about this for just a moment. What are the 3 primary animals that people eat?
Chicken, beef, fish, pork.
Okay. You look at all of those animals, are any of them carnivores?
No.
None of them eat meat. So if you're eating something that didn't require meat to build its own protein, then why do you need to eat that to create your own protein?
Hey, this man, hey, thinking.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when you think about it, some of the strongest animals in the animal kingdom, gorilla, monkeys, rhino, elephant, ox, strong as an ox, none of them eat meat. Some of the strongest animals in the animal kingdom. So we take one example like the lion and say, okay, we're supposed to eat meat. Now understanding that most animals don't actually eat meat. You understand? And then when you start to think about even our biology, like you think about how a lion is set up or carnivores are set up, they always have teeth that match to be able to kill meat.
Yeah.
We don't. They also have a jaw that can only collapse this way. It can't go this way like ours can. Your jaw going side to side is indicative of you being an herbivore. You eat plants. You understand? When you look at our digestive system, the digestive system of a lion is about 7 feet long when you lay it out. The digestive system of an herbivore or a plant eater is going to be somewhere between 20 and 35 feet. Guess what? Ours is between 20 and 35 feet. So our biology is set up for plants. You understand?
Yeah.
But it's just a matter of, I think what happens is if you look at our paleo ancestors through a time of famine, during a time of famine where nothing is growing, then they ate meat.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that they were the most successful version of us. The most successful version of us was probably the Egyptians. And if you look at history, Egyptians were vegetarian. And vegetarian was probably vegan because cows didn't exist in Africa. You understand that?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
This stuff deep.
when you start to really think about it and go beyond the jargon that we're being taught, like got milk, you know, like you remember the milk mustaches with all the athletes? You notice you don't see that anymore?
Yeah.
It's illegal. They did studies and they found out that milk actually does not do a body good. Milk actually causes you to leach calcium from the bones, making the bones more brittle.
Wow.
So that's why you don't see those commercials anymore.
About that, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like there's a lot of things that we've been taught. That's why in my book, Vegetation Over Medication, the tagline is the myth, lies, and truth about food and modern medicine. Because there's a lot of things that we've been taught. I mean, even you look at remember back in the day, they used to have the food pyramid?
Yeah.
You look at what they have today, it's totally different.
Yeah.
It's not the same anymore, but people still have the mindset of the food pyramid. You understand? So there's a lot of things that we have to kind of...
So a lot of it comes down to we were miseducated.
Miseducated, and unfortunately, our culture has shifted too.
Got it.
You know, like our great-grandparents all had gardens. You know, our great-grandparents all worked outside. You know, like all of our culture has shifted, and then when you think about the food industry, like when you go into a supermarket today, 80% of it is processed foods. It's on the shelf in a box, bag, can, jar. But if you go back 70 years ago, there were no supermarkets.
Yeah.
You know, you had to literally go get fresh food every day.
Yep.
Because 70 years ago, there were no refrigerators. You see what I'm saying? So like, what are you going to put in the refrigerator? It's got to be fresh when you cook. It had to be from scratch. You see what I'm saying? So we're so far away from that, unfortunately, that, you know, that's why we're so sick. And that's why 75% of Americans are either overweight or obese. Thanks for watching this video, but be sure to check this next video out that's right here.